And an ideal SOGI environment would be no judgment, no assumptions.
The entire place should be supportive of you.
I think the more signs of support, the better.
Have an open door.
Listen to the students, listen to what they have to say.
Make it fun. Bring snacks. Snacks are great.
So SOGI is a fairly new term. It stands for Sexual Orientation and Gender Identity. I like the term because it doesn't rely on labels. SOGI is inclusive because we all have a sexual orientation and we all have a gender identity. It's first and foremost teaching about other forms of humanity that exist in the world. We talk about who people fall in love with. And we also talk about gender and breaking down the rigid ideas of gender.
Sexuality and gender identity are really important when it comes to health. Some of the greatest sort of health challenging times for young people are before they've come out, before they've identified, as well as the times when they're experiencing overt discrimination and violence and rejection.
I had a student who experienced a lot of homophobic bullying. I realized that they were being impacted by homophobia on a daily basis. We had to do something more about this.
British Columbia, for a long time, has had sexual orientation in its Human Rights Code. The province of British Columbia has added both gender expression and identity into the Human Rights Code as well. Public schools, as providers of services that are captured by the Human Rights Code, are obligated to do this work. And jurisprudence out there also is very clear that schools and school districts have to be proactive in this regard. So it's no excuses anymore.
85% of teachers feel strongly that they want to work on this. There are SOGI policies in 50 out of 60 locals across the province. Not just teachers, but administrators and superintendents and district staff have worked on creating those policies. So they've been part of it, and now they'll be part of implementing them.
I think it really aligns with where we're going as a whole system. We're doing a big process of education transformation here in BC for K-12. It's all about personalized learning, making sure that every student feels that they're supported, they feel connected to school, they can pursue their passions and interests, and at the end of it all, they can come out, with the confidence and competence to be successful in life. It's obvious that if you want a student to be ready to learn, they have to be connected to school. They have to feel safe. They have to feel supported.
To have a safe and secure environment in the home where they feel that they can be themselves, their authentic self. You extend that to the classroom in the schools and have that be educated amongst the faculty, amongst the students, and amongst the parents. You're on the winning side.
And I've heard this from many other parents. When kids get full acceptance, they simply bloom.
So what I would say to those who would say that SOGI education only benefits a small number of students, I think first off that really contradicts the evidence that we've seen. We know that McCreary Center Society has done some research in this area and has shown that there are benefits that apply to all students. You're exposing students to diversity and allows them to learn from each other's differences. It allows them to develop empathy and compassion. I think at the end of the day, we want to ask ourselves, what type of students are we hoping we have graduate? I think when we don't give them the opportunity to be exposed to differences when they're out in the world, they won't have the ability to really relate. That's where I think the benefit really lies.
All young people need to matter. They need people that they matter to and that care about them and believe in them. Regardless of your gender identity or your sexual orientation, LGBTQ youth, like every other youth, needs families who support them, schools that are safe places and care about them. They need to belong in their community. That contributes to their health and well-being.
If there comes a time in their life, whether it be about gender or sexuality, I hope that they will have someone in their lives at that moment that they can talk to, that they will have someone who will listen to them and be open and accepting. That's my hope.
It's because I'm so out that I'm able to live to my full ability and express myself the way I want. It's pretty awesome, really.